Good afternoon, family. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt. It is Monday, October the 24th, 2022, and the time is 2:30 p.m. I have some fantastic news for you all today. This intel came across my desk and it says, breaking news, the United States government has backed the United States dollar.
We have this week made a major change that will save people from experiencing a lot of the nastiness that was planned or foreseen. The US dollar is now asset backed.
Really? By us?
Us.
Amazing.
We've been able to negotiate and to bring forward the amounts of gold necessary to back it.
Fantastic.
And so we're not looking at a wholesale bank collapse.
Yay!
We're not looking at a gross devaluation of the dollar through hyperinflation.
Fantastic.
We are not looking at a bail-in.
Fantastic.
And we are not looking at a long-term loss of the dollar in the world market.
Wonderful.
It goes on to say hyperinflation has been averted, and the declining of the USD has been averted, and our shredded reputation in the global markets or in the entire world has been averted. So before I get into that news and I share information with you, I just want to remind you to subscribe to my channel here at Dr. Kia Pruitt, to like the video, share the video, and leave your comment. Now, also before we get into the video, I just want to remind you that tomorrow is Tuesday, October the 25th, and we will be interviewing Andy Schechtman, who is the CEO of Miles Franklin Precious Metals Company. Now, Miles Franklin is a company that has been in business for 33 long years. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and they've never had one complaint in all their years of doing business. Andy Schechtman also is the gentleman who told us about billionaires and multimillionaires getting into the precious metals market to acquire metals for themselves and for their posterity. Now, in July, a billionaire reached out to him and ordered $50 million worth of precious metals. That's $25 million worth of silver and $25 million worth of gold. So this is how we know that something is going on. Whenever you see rich or wealthy people getting into certain areas, you know that they have information that the rest of us don't know and that perhaps we should follow. So let's get into the article. And again, leave your questions for Andy Schechtman in the comment section so that I can get those answered for you tomorrow when we do the interview. These are the direct quotes from this article that says, breaking news, the United States government has backed the US dollar with gold and other assets. It says the American government has stepped forward to provide the gold to back the United States dollar. A global banking and economic collapse has been averted, and US debt and Australian debt has been bought out. Okay, so this article has two particular videos that I want you to pay attention. The videos are actually interviews with Judge Anna Von Reitz and a few others. Now, Judge Anna Von Reitz is a judge who is for we the people, and she has some accreditation, or I should say she has some credentials that are different from your average judge. I'll leave it like that. But she is one of the only people who has fought vehemently to restore the republic, and also she's in charge of that initiative that that it was called the Return the Land Initiative, that returns the land to we the people and restores our real authentic government. Now, when you look her up, you will find some very disparaging articles against her. And these are some new articles that weren't there a few years ago, because I've been following her for some years. And what I've come to realize is whenever a person speaks out against the United States corporation, the United States corporation will come back with trying to discredit you and make you look badly and bring lawsuits against you. So that's important to keep in mind as you read the article and listen to the videos, to discern for yourself if they are true. So what does Anna von Reitz say exactly in her videos? She discusses that the United States dollar is now backed by gold, and she says that this means that no longer are we looking at a wholesale collapse, a wholesale banking collapse that it was supposed to occur. No longer will we see a gross devaluation of the United States dollar. No longer will there be a huge bail-in, and no longer will we see a long-term loss of the dollar in the world market. So she has also gone on to say that there was one particular man who worked very hard to find all the gold and bring forward the gold to pay off the debts. And she didn't mention who this man was, but she said it was a big fight. He got a lot of pushback, and at some point they will come forward with this information about who this gentleman is and how the debts have been paid. She also goes on in that particular interview to state how we the people are actually the creditors, and the people who are working for us, including the United States government, they are the debtors. Now, some of you who are sovereign or nationals, or who you have corrected your status, or you've done your due diligence and your research, you know that we're not the true debtors. We are the creditors. They are the debtors. So she says, we the people have paid off this debt, and they owe us now, and this is how the wealth will be redistributed, because of the nefarious actions of the bloodline families that have usurped our authority and usurped our government, have now been put in their place. So Anna von Reitz, again, is a judge that we need to follow, and I'm going to tell you, you decide for yourself if she is somebody to whom you should listen, and if you find that she is giving any valid information. Now, she also talks about how the United States debt has been paid and how the Australian debt has been paid with the gold that has been brought forward. You all know that gold will destroy the Fed, and that gold is what real money is according to our Constitution. So the Constitution actually defines the dollar as a fixed weight in silver, but when you read further down in certain sections, it also describes how both silver and gold are money. And this is why Representative Alex Mooney in 2018 introduced House Resolution, the bill number 5404, to define the dollar as a fixed weight in gold. And then again, most recently, here in October this month, the first part of the month, I think it was like the 6th or the 7th, he reintroduced the bill under a different bill number, and that is House Resolution 9157, which would define the dollar as a fixed weight in gold. So, as you all know, whenever they tell you what they're introducing or what they're going to do or what they're doing, it is soft disclosure for what they have already done. Now, on the second video, Ms. von Reitz, or Judge von Reitz, talks about the American and Russian alliance of 1858. This was an agreement between the two countries, or between we the people in America and the people of Russia, that we will have peace between the two nations, or guaranteed peace and mutual aid between America and Russia. So this was already designated or designed in 1858. So it doesn't matter what you see playing out over in Russia right now. They cannot move forward with their nefarious agendas. And Ms. von Reitz, or Judge Anna von Reitz, talks about how even though number 46 has some nefarious ideas, and he's trying to, he or his puppet masters, or the people who works for him, no matter what they try to do to have a nuclear scare or threats of war, they will not succeed because of this wonderful agreement between America and the Russian people. Now, this is really important to us because we've been saying for the longest that 209 countries agreed a long time ago, right, to planetary peace, and we agreed to be returned to the gold standard and to have our republics restored. So it's also in alignment with Project Sandman, which is an agreement between many countries to return us to the gold standard. So family, this is breaking news. This is exciting news. I'm going to put the link to that article in the description section so that you can listen to both videos and discern for yourself what is actually going on. And I want to remind you that this is in alignment to what we've been saying here on this channel for the last few months, that the whole world is gold and that the United States has returned to the gold standard. So again, all the information that we've been told and we've been reporting, that there could be bail-ins, that the United States dollar will completely crash, or that there will be a significant decrease or devaluing of the dollar, according to Judge Von Reitz, all that has to come to a screeching halt. Now, I think it's important for you to listen to all arguments so that you can know what to do for yourself to prepare yourself and your family members for whatever is to come. So again, you will hear tomorrow from Andy Sheckman, the CEO of Miles Franklin, and you can ask him for yourself, how can I prepare for the future? So right now you can email him by emailing info@milesfranklin.com or Andy@milesfranklin.com and ask him for a list of his inventory. He will send his inventory along with the prices to you, and then you can take your order from there, either through email or you can call him, and I will leave that number for you. So when you talk to Andy or his representative or you email him, please let him know that Dr. Kia Pruitt referred you, and you will get the very best prices in the market. So again, my name is Dr. Kia Pruitt. I hope I said something to raise your vibrations and to inspire you to live the most magnificent, most excellent life that you so wonderfully desire to manifest and create. Peace, family. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments section. Let me know what you think about those two videos. Peace. Make it a great day.